Right. Google search. Done. I don't know if this is right. Let me just try it. Well, we took the jar out, but nothing happened. Of course, there's no way you could hide a puzzle in something that small. Yeah, I know, still, Seems like they might try to, huh? What's that? Looks like there's something, huh? Looks like there's something in there. Damn, no dice. Doesn't matter what angle I go at it from, I can't see anything in there. Sounded like something falling. What was that? I heard it too. Let's open the door. There we go. I would never have got that if I didn't have a look on the internet there. Never. I would have been here all day. Right. Let's go. Where are we at? I really wanted to get this finished today, but I don't think I'm going to have time. So I'll just go through this door and see what happens. Okay. Well, it looks like we've investigated all the rooms. The only mystery left is that door. Alright, let's crack the mystery then. We've got 4 tiles, and there are a bunch of tiles that are the same size up on the wall here. So if we replace 4 of the tiles on the wall with the ones we've got, that should open the door. There's only one way to find out. Hey, did you just hear something unlocked? Does that mean we got it right? Yes, it looks like we did. The 14 hidden on the tile. If you convert that to hexadecimal, it's an E. Basically, the E's in emergence are the 14s from the tiles. So if we replace it, that gives up the answer. Do you really care why it worked? Let's just get out of here. I second that, Junpei. Yes, let's go.
What the hell is this place?
Ugh, this room is really creepy.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here now. Figures.
It's locked, isn't it?
Yep. Don't know why I thought this wouldn't be any different.
So, what is this room for, anyway?
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
That's an electric chair.
Oh, looks uncomfortable to say the least. I'd rather not sit in it if I can avoid it.
Looks like it's placed over some kind of glass panel. Too dark to look through it, though.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
Oh, what the hell is this? What are these tools for?
That's not something I even want to think about.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous.
Yeah.
Let's make our search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the hell out of here. Come on.
Totally agree. Torture room. Literally torture room. Right. Where we are. Oh, we're so close. I feel like if I do this room, then we'll be just about done. I was gonna go, but I think I'm gonna carry on. Shit, right. Let's have a look at this. A really creepy chair. The manacles make me think it was used to torture people. Well, we can't open these manacles without a key. There's some sort of weird symbol on them. Why do we want to open them? What kind of symbol? Well, if I've got this right, I think it's the sun symbol. The manacles are still locked in place. They've got a sun symbol engraved on them. There's something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. I don't know what this thing is, but we've got to figure out this puzzle. It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Anyway, we just adjust the switches to match the blocks up on top, right? You adjust the switches shown at the 4 corners of the screen, then you press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what that thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. Whenever you turn on one of these switches, more blocks show up on the screen. So I think you've got to figure out which buttons you have to press in order to get the screen to match the diagram. Yeah, but it's hard to figure out which button does what. If you want to see how many blocks each switch adds, just turn on one switch. When all of them are off, there aren't any blocks, right? Then you can see how many each switch adds. Oh yeah, I get it. I was just going to explore the rest of the room first. These levers have got to turn something on. Of course they would. All they can do is turn something on or off. What's important is what they turn on or off. Don't say the floor is suddenly going to open up. Red, yellow. Do you think these colours could mean something? No idea. I mean, red looks more dangerous, but other than that, the bottom of this one looks like it's covered in rust. I don't think it'll move at all. All of the dials are pointing in different directions. Maybe something will happen if we turn them. Ha! Shoot. They're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything. The needle on the gauge... I need to figure out how you say this word. I think it's gauge. Is at 0. Doesn't look like it's going to move. There are a bunch of buttons with the letters A through F on them. I wonder if they do anything. Down you go. So if I press it again, back you come. I guess these buttons switch something on or off when you push them. There are a ton of knobs here. Doesn't seem like any of them do anything though. Do you think it's broken? Right. What's wrong, Junpei? What are you doing on the floor? Well, I thought maybe if I got down here I could see through the glass. It's not working, no. You don't think that's just a large sheet of glass they put into an indentation? I don't know, I mean, why would they do that? And the placement of the chair. You're not making sense, Junpei. What's your point? Well, I'm not sure. Don't you think there's something under the glass? Might be a load of dead bodies. There are a number of ominous looking tools and instruments here. Let's see, we've got an adze and hammer, pair of forceps, and these other things are too old and broken. I have no idea what they are. Hey, doesn't this wrench look way too new to be here with this other stuff? Yes, it does. I didn't notice it before, but now that you mentioned it... No, I didn't notice it before you mentioned it, but it's not rusty at all. Good. A number of rusty torture tools are lined up here. I don't think there's anything else we need. Okay. Oops, oops, oops. Is that the door we came in? When you look at it from here, the catwalk looks pretty high up. That makes the stairs pretty steep. We'd better be careful going up and down them. Of course, the entrance is locked. It's been like that in every room we've been in. What did you expect? There's no point in trying to go back. Let's just go forward, alright? There's a lot of dust on the light. It makes it look like this room hasn't been used in a long time. I suppose that's one positive. The cover's bolted on there pretty good. Should be able to get those bolts off with this wrench we just found though. Sweet, it's open. The hole's too small, you can't see in, even with the cover off. We can't see him, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. Are you sure you want to do that? There could be something dangerous in there. Okay, I admit, that scares me a little, but we need to see if there's anything useful in there. I wouldn't be. Oh. Alright, here we go. Arm into the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. It's small, cold and hard. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. Key? Let's see what this thing is. The sun key. A key with the sun symbol on it. We should be able to open the other door with this. Yeah, but we gotta get out of this room before we can do that. And we're probably gonna need the sun key to do that. But none of the doors in this room have keyholes. I bet we gotta use it on something that's not a door. Well, yeah, we're gonna use it on the chair. Found the sun key hidden inside this tank. What on earth is hitting that? I think that's a typo. What on earth is hitting the pipe supposed to accomplish? I'm trying to find out if it's hollow. What did you find out? I found out that I don't know enough about pipes to know if it's hollow or not. Right. These stairs go to the exit. Right. The sun key should fit into the keyhole on these manacles. Alright. Sun key. In you go. And yes. Great, they're open. I don't think we're going to need the sun key again in here though. Just seems unlikely. Alright, sun key, you've done your job. Into my pocket with you. This seems very weird. Well, they're open. What are you going to do now? Let's just look around some more. I got a feeling that something will happen. Right, we should try and figure out what the device over in the corner is for. Right, let's do it. Are we supposed to be getting them the same? Oh, is this what we're supposed to? Right, wait, okay. Turn them all off. So, that's what we're supposed to be getting it like. Okay. Adjustment completed. Now proceed into execution phase. To complete the experiment, data must be collected from subject. Once preparation is finished, place subject in chair. Whoa, I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean by preparation? I don't know, I've got a bad feeling about this. I think this means one of us has got to sit in the chair. Well, 7's never going to fit in that thing. It's either you, me, or Junpei. collecting data. I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject. There's a human head on the screen, maybe it's going to zap the brain with a little electricity. That really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we've still got to prepare. We can talk about this after we figured out what it means by preparation, alright? Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do. Whole bunch of cables coming out. Error, the disposable tank is closed. Please fill tank with water. What tank? Oh man, don't tell me we're gonna do something with a water tank. Well, there's probably something around here to open the tank or whatever it's asking to do. It looks like the only controls are in this room. I can see some oil or something down there at the base of the lever. Yeah, it feels like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one. Alright, let's pull the lever. Is that water? What the hell? What's going on? Will you calm down? It's just water going somewhere. It sounds like it's underneath us. That means the floor. Oh. Junpei, look. What's she? Oh damn. I can see through the glass now. Uh-oh. Oh. EDBF. It's dead. Looks like the letters are E, D, B, and F. Whatever these are for, it has to be in this room somewhere. E, D, B, F. What? There's a strange noise coming from the chair. It looks like it's been turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that the power had to be sent in a specific way. Yeah, now what? That's the problem. The restraining device is unlocked. Please seat subject in
like
device.
We thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
Lotus, are you sure? I can sit in it and you can solve.
Junpei's right. If we screw it up...
I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
But...
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair too, you know. I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with.
Wow, I like Lotus more and more.
Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
Don't say last.
You're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters. Tell them that I loved them very much. No, tell them that I will always love them.
Daughters?
You've got kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei. They're twins. I had them when I was young after... well, some things happened. Their names are Nona and...
Wait! Nona?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
But what the hell? What's wrong with you?
Oh, no way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
How do you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? Wait, what do you mean, that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
I have.
What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Look, I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what happened here?
Fine, I'll tell you. But... And then, that was when... From there, it looked like... just as if, finally... That's all I remember from 9 years ago.
Oh my god. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days. I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible. So I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on.
Oh.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what happened on my own. I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
What did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just... Even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
The hospital?
For a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment? I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Oh, the Gansfeld experiment. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away from one another. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them. Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
Telepathy. That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work.
The experiment to control people, right?
Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The Nonary Games, Zero, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down. System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour. If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right. Lotus, please, tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's gonna leave you.
Lotus. Okay, let's do this.
to do. Let's see. Okay, right. 1, 2, 3. Right, so 4 and 4. Huh? So confused. Right, turn them both off for now. That has to be... Okay, all of them and all but one of them. Okay, so they affect each other. Less than 1 and 2. Okay. Yes. No idea how I actually did that. The experiment is concluded. The door will now unlock.